Hi Sagittarius, thanks for joining me for the April of 2017 Tarot Scope with Animal Totem. We're going to, as always, use the Rock and Roll Tarot deck, which is my creation, followed by the Beast Mistress Animal Oracle cards, which are also my creations. These decks, if you're interested in many other things, books, t-shirts, all sorts of stuff are available on my website. You can find that up in the eye in the sky. I'm also offering a reading, a new reading. It's called the Seasonal Equinox reading or something, but basically what it is, it's a predictive reading. I'll put your chart in the middle and the equinox chart around the outside, and it's a predictive thing for the season. And I've been using that for years for myself, and I just never... I kind of stopped doing it when I was doing the YouTube, because I did the new moon, the full moon, and all that. And I'm like, man, why did I ever stop doing that for myself? And I ran it for myself, and it's like, man, this is such a good reading. I need to offer this for the people, everybody. So I'm going to offer it for a limited time. I'm recording this in mid-March, and I'll make it available at least till the first week in April, but maybe the second week in April. But it'll be available. But it's good for the whole season. And it's even though I'm using astrology, it is a psychic reading. You know, it's just another tool. You can use the cards, you can use, you know, there's everything. So if you're interested in trying that reading out, it is available on my website for a limited time. Check it out. And as we get our cards out, the rest of the cards out for, this showed up in that exact same position in reverse for somebody else today. I'm not sure who. But anyways, here's your cards. Now, the world is right in the middle of everything, so isn't that fantastic? The world is one of the best cards in the entire deck. It just means expansion beyond your wildest dreams. The world is your oyster. You have everything you ever wanted, and then some, and even more. And it can indicate traveling the world, especially when it's right next to the Chariot and the Six of Swords, excuse me, which are also journey cards. So some of you are going to be traveling or have an opportunity to travel, you know, beyond your where you are now. And Sagittarians always love to travel anyway. I mean, that's you guys all day long, right? You're the travel bugs. But you know, this could be. It would be something kind of out of the norm, I would say, for many of you. It would be something kind of out of the norm. It beyond your usual, like, oh, I take a vacation every year, or I always go visit my sister in Dallas, I'm hearing, or something, you know, like that. So it'd be a little bit more than that. It's something kind of bigger. With the world, it's always kind of bigger, okay? Let's start at the beginning. The first card out was the moon. So the moon always tells us that there's going to be a psychic, spiritual thing going on. You're in a very intuitive phase of timing right now. Pay attention to your dreams when the moon card shows up in your spread. We're also going to note those new and full moons. Now, the new moon is going to be in Aries, which is a trine to you, on the 15th. So that could be a key date. And then the full moon is going to be on the 29th, which is in Scorpio, which could also be 2 key dates for you, okay? And Scorpio is your 12th house. That full moon in Scorpio, especially if you're Sagittarius rising, that would be a psychic spiritual placement anyway. And a full moon, often you'll have illumination. So, yeah, that could be. That full moon on the 29th could really be relevant for some people. But you might have some awareness or some illumination. Something's coming back to you that's been taken away. Usually, it could be a thing, you know, it could be somebody borrowed something and they give it back type of thing. But more often, this is, you know, my pride, my self-esteem, my courage, you know, my hope. You know, something is coming back that's been lacking or missing lately. You do have the wish card. So the wish card always does mean your wish is coming true. So in particular, if you had a yes or no question when you tuned into this video here and you said, is this or this, is this or this, your answer is yes. Your wish card is usually, it means it's a big yes to a specific question. These seeds that you're planting are going to make your wish come true, and it's next to this world here, you know. Some of you are having a baby. I know this might be, you know, kind of crude for somebody. This happened a few times. This reminded me of like a vaginal, the womb, you know, the vaginal cavity or something. And then with the Ace of Rods, often, you know, it's like a seed is planted in the womb. And maybe that's a little crude, but that just did come to me. So if it comes to me, I say it, you know. So somebody might be getting pregnant. Or maybe they're just going to have sex finally. I don't know. I don't know. Chariot, besides meaning travel, is the highest success card in the entire deck. It means triumph, victory. It means really taking it to a next level. This keeps coming back to me. I know I laughed it off, but somebody who hasn't had sex in a really long time is going to have sex again. And I think some of you have, if this is for a few people out there, that you wrote it off like, well, like that part of my life is over. Well, guess what? It's not. It's not over, even if it's been a long, you know, time. It's going to come back. Many people, as we get older, we just say, oh, well, you know, I've heard people say that, well, you know, I'm done with that part of my life. Well, guess what? Maybe you're not. But anyways, more likely, for more people, this is going to involve some kind of major coup, some kind of major victory, triumph, getting up to the next level, you know, these kind of things. News about money is coming. All the young dudes carry the news, and you've got the Page of Pentacles, so he's bringing you some kind of news about some kind of money. This is also Earth, so it could be this could be occurring. Oh my God. This could be occurring. I'm going to finish my thought, then I don't know if I'm going to say what I've just seen or not. This could be occurring as we move into Taurus, and the Sun will move into Taurus in the 19th. I'm just going to say, this has already gone south with the crudeness, but I saw it said bone, you know, and that's a slang for have sex, you know. Not a slang that I would say or use. I don't go around saying that, but I did see it, so. Okay, we get it. Somebody's going to have sex. Let's move on. Okay. Hermit in reverse. This is after a long time of being a hermit, getting back into action, especially when it's got these action cards all around it. It's got this we're moving forward card here. This is an action card. This is an action card. This is an action card. So for most of you, I feel like it's going to be moving forward after a long time of not. Whether it's sex or whatever it is. Maybe some of you have been out of the workforce for a long time and you're going to go back and get a job again, get out there and into the workforce again. Maybe you haven't taken a trip or traveled in a long time and you're going to take a trip and travel a long time. Maybe for some of you, you might be going back definitely to where you came from, or maybe you used to live in a different place or a different country and you're going to go back there, visit, or you grew up there and you haven't been back to visit in a long time. You know, it could be something like that. The Hermit is also, which I mentioned in the other reading, it's also wise counsel. So if there is some kind of financial thing going on that, you know, potentially could require a lawyer to look it over, or somebody, an expert, I'm hearing financial expert, in some cases, you know, definitely do that. You're making a change. It's time for a change. You're leaving the old behind and you're going into the smoother sailing in a big way. Man, Wish card, Chariot, World. I mean, these are some huge, huge leaps forward. I'm going to write that as your little mantra or whatever. Huge leaps forward. Okay, let's go over and get into this animal totem card. Again, don't forget to check out my website for all the details on readings and that equinox reading if you're interested. It's specifically to you and your chart, and it's a psychic reading still. It's not all astrology. I'm psychic, but it's just the chart or this, or you know, there's many tools you can use to bring forth you know, the message. And that one's a good one because it's timing, so it's good for the months of April, May, and June. But what is our animal totem card for our Sagittarius people? Peeps, the snake, Kundalini. That's sexual again. Boy, somebody's sure going to be enjoying some sex this month. Quetzalcoatl, Shisha, Seraph, Ophion. Kundalini activation, carnal knowledge. Portal to awakening the primal chi medicine. The new you is emerging. Yeah, because that's that shedding your skin too. And this card can almost be that kind of shedding your skin, of like leaving that old stuff behind and moving forward. But this is absolutely another card about, you know, your root chakra, the kundalini, your sexual center. What did it say? Awakening the chi medicine. Yeah, I think some of you have maybe been celibate for a long time, or have thought that it was over, and guess what? It's not. And it's delightful too. It's not like, oh God, you know, I'm gonna have to do that again. It's like, yeehaw. I forgot how fun this is, or how good this is. You know, it's delightful. I keep hearing it's delightful. Da, 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 da. There's some song. It's like a Mary Poppins song or something. I don't know. Even though I have Scorpio rising and stuff, I'm not really comfortable talking about sex in these readings. So I'm going to move on, and we're going to wrap it up. But I do want to remind you real quickly, please do check out my site for the readings. I have t-shirts. I have all sorts of cool stuff there. You can see it in the eye in the sky. There should be somewhere popping up a link to my website. And I want to thank you all so much for liking, sharing, commenting, everything that you do to help keep the readings free, because all that input keeps me doing this free monthly readings every month. And it's so appreciated, especially the donations. No amount is too small. Check out that equinox reading. Remember, you are love and beauty incarnate. Have a great month of September, and I'll talk to you soon. Oops.